Hello Internet and welcome to Bazzle Spot Live. This time, not VGC17, this time Battle Spot Doubles. And this is going to be the first time I've actually played Battle Spot Doubles at all on, like, not even, off camera, like at all on Sun and Moon. So, as you can see, I've got a wonderful team down there. I really like this team. It sort of reminds me a little bit of, well, I don't know, it's a bit like my 17 team with the Lillian Driftblim. It's a bit like my 14 team with the Mega Tyranitar as well, which I'm a massive fan of, and the Amoonguss as well. And it's a bit of a throwback to, I guess, some of Ben's teams, Kiriaku's teams with the Hitmontop and Volcarona as well. So I do really like this team. I have played with it a little bit on Showdown. Got a fantastic record, actually, with it on Showdown. So I really like this. So, I was thinking, maybe if Battle Spot Doubles is the format for next year, then, I'm revealing my team to you, aren't I? Oh, I know what I've done. I've actually not put my Z move on the Pokemon that it should be on. So, we'll play this first game without a Z move. Okay, so it's Trick Room, possibly. There's a Meowstic and a Torkoal, but there's a this is fantastic, seeing all these old Pokemon again. Like, it's really, really good, actually. So I've got a Amoonguss, but Torkoal is slower than a Amoonguss, which is not good, actually. So I do need to take care of that Meowstic, really. So maybe I go, I don't know, Hitmontop Volcarona? Hitmontop Tyranitar? I'll go Hitmontop Volcarona. Good old Top Moth. Yeah, what item is even on Volcarona? Weakness policy. Yeah, it's not supposed to be weakness policy. We'll have Tyranitar in the back because we do want to play around with the weather. And I guess we'll have a Amoonguss too, just for some security. And we'll go with this. So, yeah, this is supposed to be, as you can probably imagine, it is supposed to be the Fire Z Crystal on Volcarona, not weakness policy. So, I don't know, we'll see if weakness policy can do anything. But, yeah, the Fire Z Crystal is on my Arcanine from the 17 team. So, good old Hitmontop Volcarona. What a lovely pairing. And he does go with Meowstic, but this time with Torkoal, actually. So, he's just gone straight for his Trick Room lead, I suppose. It's a shame that I didn't have the Fire Z Crystal, because I could go for a Sun Boosted Inferno Overdrive straight into his Meowstic here, which would be wonderful. Wonderful. For a wrestling reference. So, I suppose I've got Bug Bust still, haven't I? But that probably isn't going to knock the Meowstic out. I've got Wide Guard on this Hitmontop though, so maybe I don't have to worry too much. So I'm just going to go for a Fake Out into the Torkoal, and I could actually go for a Quiver Dance here, to be honest. What has he got in Trick Room that can threaten my Volcarona? Not a lot, to be honest. So I'm going to go for a Quiver Dance here. So this might seem a bit strange, going for a Quiver Dance when he's probably going to go for a Trick Room. Oh, actually, we're just trading Fake Outs. Okay. I don't usually expect Meowstic to have Fake Out, because I think it probably has got better options, but fair enough for that one. So I could do the same thing again, but just this time with a Wide Guard. I could just close combat into the Torkoal. Torkoal could be Inferno Overdrive himself. Oh, yes. I did actually make one change to the Hitmontop in a later version. I did put Helping Hand on Hitmontop, which would actually be quite nice here. So, whoops for not doing that. But I'll just go for a Wide Guard here, and you can see I'm heavily prepared, aren't I? And we'll try and Quiver Dance here too. I mean, you could have Flamethrower, but we'll see. You would expect he's going to go for a Trick Room, wouldn't you? Surely. So Torkoal does go for an Eruption, yep, and Trick Room, which it has to be because it's going slower. Yep, okay. So now, if he has got any single target attacks, he'll go for it now. But I am at +1 now, and that is one of the reasons why I did want to Quiver Dance. Seems so counterintuitive, doesn't it? To Quiver Dance knowing he's going to Trick Room. but it gives me the boost. It gives me some protection. So I'm going to wide guard again, just because some Torkoal literally don't have any single target attacks. And I could Heat Wave, I could Bug Buzz into the Meowstic. He might switch his Meowstic. Heat Wave is Sun boosted, and it does reduce his eruption damage for the future as well if I decide not to wide guard. Meowstic isn't really doing anything here. It's not going to start swaggering me, is it? So I don't really need to knock it out. So I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave here. A Heat Wave in the Sun at +1 will still do a lot of damage to the Meowstic as well, though. So, ooh, this might be Inferno Overdrive. Or an Overheat. But he's going all in on it, whatever he is doing. Yeah, it is Overheat. Wow, okay. This might even knock me out, then? No, it doesn't. Okay, so Volcarona showing how bulky it can be. And as long as we hit these attacks, which we do, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a nice chunk to the Meowstic. Citrus Berry or Bigger Berry? Citrus Berry. Yeah, and the Torkoal's at -2 now, so it's not really threatening anything. Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, it was predictable, you know, that I would wide guard again. But Inferno Overdrive would have knocked out my Volcarona there. Nice that he had a helping hand too. That did really help him out. But he can just go for another Overheat into my Volcarona now, can't he? So I'm going to go for a close combat into the Torkoal. And I will try and protect here. I'm just doing this to waste Trick Room turns. I know I have got my Tyranitar in the back. But as soon as Tyranitar comes in, my Volcarona is going down to the sand. So I'm just trying to waste Trick Room turns. Meowstic is in anything range now, pretty much. No, well, not anything, but, you know, crunch range at least. So it's probably doing this into the Hitmontop then. It's making a nice read here. Oh no, he's just going for an eruption. I mean, he is at -2, but it is helping hand. It is in the Sun, and he has taken some damage. Yes, that does nothing to Hitmontop. And this isn't going to knock the Torkoal out, but does a reasonable amount to it. And now, how many turns of Trick Room have we got left? Yeah, so 2 turns of Trick Room. And I've got Amoonguss and Tyranitar in the back. You could have Charm on Meowstic. So, you know what, I'm going to switch into Tyranitar this turn. Not protect with Volcarona, obviously, because there's no point. Volcarona will go down to an attack here. Probably, anyway, you know, unless he is overheating into what was the Hitmontop. But now, Volcarona will go down, and I will get a free switch back into my Hitmontop, and I will be able to quick guard and do all that sort of stuff as well. So, Tapu Lily, oh, okay, Tapu Lily comes in, which is interesting. And he does overheat into what, the Hitmontop? Oh no, into the Volcarona, okay. So, Torkoal is really, you know, doing nothing now. But Tapu Lily is a problem. Tapu Lily is not holding the safety goggles. So in this last turn of Trick Room, I can bring in my Amoonguss now. I can Spore the Tapu Lily. You know, he's -4. You know, a -4 overheat. It's not even in the Sun. It's going to do nothing to this Amoonguss. So I am very safe to Dragon Dance here. And Spore into the Tapu Lily. I'm not Mega Evolving just because I don't want to, basically. If he switches the Torkoal out to try and get the Sun up again, you know, it's going to let me get the sand back up in the future, but yeah, an overheat is not going to do anything. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but there seems to be a bit of a storm going on here. Some heavy rain going on. But now, I would be surprised if you can't hear that. But now, yeah, I can just Rage Powder and Rock Slide here. I mean, the Torkoal is going to be going down. If Meowstic comes back in and does have something like Charm, I can just Rage Powder that away. I know it's not safety goggles either. If the Lily wants to go for a Psychic, fair enough. Tyranitar's not taking any damage. Goes for Moonblast, it's being Rage Powdered away. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position. I've set myself up quite nicely here. Could have, what, Greninja, Kangaskhan coming in now. But if it is Kangaskhan, he can't fake out. If it is Kangaskhan, and it's slower than his Tapu Lele, he could Psychic. Okay, it is Kangaskhan. Yeah, okay. So this is why I'm thinking I might need to be a little bit worried. If Lele is faster, he can Psychic into the Amoonguss, and Tyranitar can... I mean, it can do a nice attack back, +1, but Kangaskhan could potentially knock us out here, so... We're in an interesting position. I could protect and switch into him on top. I mean, is Kangaskhan really going to be slower than his Lele? I don't think it will be. So I think I am just going to Mega Evolve here. See, I don't really know this calculation. I don't know if a Crunch would knock out his Tapu Lele at +1. It might do. It might do. But I think I'm safe just going for a Rock Slide. Rock Slide and Rage Powder. So Tyranitar will be the fastest thing here. Obviously I can flinch as well, which is another bonus of Rock Slide. So here's Mega Evolving 2, and he will have his speed, you know, as it works now. So he is base 100. Lele is a little bit slower. But, yeah, a faster Lele with Psychic and a low kick could be bad. So Tyranitar goes first. So we have got 2 flinch chances as well. Crunch damage would have been close. It is Power Up Punch. Okay, that's good. And the Kangaskhan is faster too, so that's not a problem at all here. So if Lele does go for a Psychic, we're losing a Amoonguss. Fair enough. But then I can safely just Crunch into the Lele next turn, really. I mean, I suppose I could Rock Slide. Maybe you have to Rock Slide, because the Kangaskhan would be at +1. What did the Tapu Lele do there? I was not paying attention at all to that. What did the Tapu Lele do? Did it Moonblast? What did the Tapu Lele do? Oh, I should pay more attention, shouldn't I? Hasn't got any boost, does it? It does have Pokerus, apparently. Look at that. These Tapu Lele's got Pokerus. I mean, I'm safe, really, just going for Crunch Rage Powder, aren't I? His last Pokemon was Meowstic. I suppose I could gamble a bit more there. Oh, let's live on the wild side. Let's go for a Rock Slide and Rage Powder again. Yeah, so he withdraws the Kangaskhan. Meowstic comes in. Rage Powder. Did he Moonblast? What did he do? I'll have to watch it back, won't I? Rock Slide. Or did he flinch? That would make more sense if he flinched. Yeah, so they both go down. So, good old Tyranitar, good old Amoonguss, putting in some work for us. And let's do another game. Yeah, he can't. He's his own Psychic Terrain. He can't fake us out here, so you know, not a problem for us. Just Rage Powder Crunch. Yeah, forfeits. Okay, fair enough. So, Firium Z. Do I? Oh, I can't even bother to put it on Volcano. I'll just do the next game as we were, and I'll, you know, for next week, next Wednesday, I'll put Helping Hand on him on top as it should be, and I'll put the Fire Z Crystal on Volcano as well. So let's just go into this next day. Let's not waste any time. Let's continue battling. Okay, so yeah, like I've said many times, I do really enjoy this team. I know that there are some problems with it. Tapu Fini can be a bit of an issue for this team. So that's why I put a Sludge Bomb on the Amoonguss instead of... I mean, both are super effective, aren't they? But I put a Sludge Bomb on it just for a little bit more damage. I mean, hoping that, you know, with boosts, Tyranitar can do a good chunk to it as well. In a Sandstorm, you know, its Fairy and Water attacks shouldn't do too much to it. But, I don't know, you know, we'll see if we find a Tapu Fini, won't we? See how we have to play around it. League title defense is the music. Yeah, so we'll be back on Friday with another VGC 17. video. But yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about doing battle spot doubles. You know, hope you enjoy it. It's something a little bit different, isn't it? You're getting to see one of my new teams. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Something different. Literally the first game I've done in battle spot doubles just now. But yeah, I'll change things up. I'll make sure I'm all prepared a bit more for next week. Here we go. Someone from Japan. With a very battle spot doubles looking team. Okay, nice. So Landorus, I don't know, like, is ground Z common on Landorus? Possibly. And that is, I guess, a little bit of a reason why Wide Guard is so well, it's not as good as it used to be. He could just easily lead with this Tapu Lele here too. I don't think leading Tapu Lele and Drifloon is too bad here, to be honest. The Metagross is probably the Mega. Actually, Mega Metagross is actually a massive pain, because it gets its speed straight away now. It's actually really good. Volcarona. I mean, Volcarona does look pretty threatened here, doesn't it? To be honest. I mean, so does Tyranitar. I think I want Amoonguss and one of the others. So we'll go with Amoonguss and one of the others. Which one of the others? Tyranitar of the others, I think. With one Dragon Dance, we will be faster than the Mega Metagross. Crunch probably won't one-shot, though. So we'll need to get some damage prior somehow. But that's the joy of playing competitive VGC, isn't it? Thinking about what you can do and what you need to do and how to win. So Lele Drifloon. If he does lead with this Tyranitar, I can burn it. If he leads with his Metagross, I can burn it. If he leads with this Landorus, I can burn it. I can burn all of his Pokemon. Ha ha ha. So the Mega Metagross is probably the more threatening one here, although Landorus is very threatening too. Landorus is intimidating us after the Psychic Terrain has gone up. So it's not a Scarfed. Could be Assault Vest. I mean, out of the two of these, Landorus is the one that has Protect the fewer amount of times. So it would be maybe slightly safer to try and Will-O-Wisp into the Landorus slot. I mean, they could just Psychic into it as well and try and burn the Metagross. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm just going to... I mean, I don't think a Psychic's going to knock it out. The Metagross could easily Protect here. Yeah, so it is Mega. It's not Lumberry. No flashbacks to 2012 and 13. But it's hopefully going to get burnt here. And the Psychic should do a decent chunk to this Landorus. So it does Protect. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. So I could have gone for the Will-O-Wisp into the Landorus as I was thinking, but at least I think my Tapu Lele should stick around this turn, unless it has got Tectonic Range. But that does look pretty Assault Vested to me, yeah. Psychic probably should be doing a bit more than that. So now I know that I can easily Psychic into the Landorus next turn again, knock it out, and Will-O-Wisp his Metagross again. So we've kind of got him, like, he can switch very easily here, but we've kind of got him somewhat pinned, in a way, so that something's going to get burnt, something's going to get a lot of damage taken on it. Yeah, Metagross withdraws. I thought it might do. Into the Zapdos, which is fair enough, but if that is Assault Vest Landorus, as I'm expecting, Psychic should knock it out. So he might be trying to Tailwind here with his Zapdos. Yeah, no Protects from the Landorus. We didn't even bring Volcarona, did we? So not having the Z move isn't affecting us here at all. So Metagross is probably going to come in. He might Protect and Tailwind. if Metagross does come in, you would expect Protect and Tailwind, surely. And it does come in. So I am expecting Protect and Tailwind. So my plan of action here is to Psychic into the Zapdos and Tailwind myself. I don't want to switch Lele into Amoonguss or Tyranitar here. Yeah, Metagross does Protect. He's seen that I'm very burn happy. Trying to burn things every turn. And he's... well, he could just be going for a Thunderbolt, really. But if he does that, then I've got my Tailwind up and I'm instantly faster than his Metagross with whatever. And he has gone for his Tailwind, which is fair enough. Again, as expected. And now I can just try and burn the Metagross and Psychic into his Zapdos. Psychic Terrain is still up, so... oops, no, we don't want a Tailwind again. So, he can't Bullet Punch my Lele. Don't know if Mega Metagross have Bullet Punch, I don't think they do. I think they normally have Ice Punch on them, don't they? Just because things like Garchomp and Landorus and whatever. So we do hit the Will-O-Wisp. He is probably still targeting my Tapu Lele, but that is fine. Hopefully it's going to be an Iron Head. Oh, it's an Ice Punch, actually. Into the Drifblim, okay. Well, that's not really a problem. I mean, I was going to say if it was an Iron Head, then Tyranitar would be a safe switch in here, because then I can disable. So again, just going to Psychic into the Zapdos, and no point in disabling the Ice Punch really, so I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball into the Metagross, which will hopefully should put it in crunch range from my Mega Tyranitar. So we should be okay here. Yep, Shadow Ball does a decent chunk to the Metagross. Because it's burnt as well, the Metagross shouldn't be able to one-shot either of my two Pokemon in the back. Zen Headbutt on Amoonguss. Okay, well now he goes for the Iron Head, which is interesting. Yeah, Psychic Terrain boosted Zen Headbutt while burnt. Interesting on Amoonguss. I wonder how close that would be. But the weirdness disappears. Yep, I'm going to put Tyranitar in now. Because he did Iron Head there, I can disable and Dragon Dance. So it just depends on what his last Pokemon is here. It's Tapu Lele. Ooh, okay. So Tapu Lele is actually the more threatening one here, now. Moonblast does not knock out my Tyranitar. This could be a Scarfed Tapu Lele though, and if it is Scarfed, getting a Dragon Dance doesn't really do much for us. If it is Scarfed, then I could just disable it. This is actually a little bit tricky. Yeah, this is a bit tricky. Okay, so I could Shadow Ball into the Metagross. It could Protect. I'm just going to Crunch into the Tapu Lele and try and Shadow Ball into the Metagross. Metagross will probably Protect, but or it might not. But then what does the Tapu Lele do? Maybe it goes for a Dazzling Gleam. And if it does go for a Dazzling Gleam, then maybe it is Choice Locked in some way. But if it is Choice Locked in some way, it can't touch my Amoonguss if it locks into Dazzling Gleam. So Metagross goes, which was the lesser of the threats, but yeah, it is Moonblast. I'm sure I've EV'd my Tyranitar to survive this, but he goes straight into the Drifblim. So maybe it is Choice Locked. It was faster than my Tyranitar. And this is as fast as a Tyranitar can be. So Crunch will definitely knock out his Lele again, even without that defense drop. With the sand, the Sandstorm, it will. So really, because I brought my Amoonguss, I can very safely just go for a Crunch and Rage Powder again. And this combination of Amoonguss and Tyranitar, year after year, bringing me lots of lovely wins. Yep. So if it is Choice Locked, then yeah, Amoonguss could just win one-on-one, can't it? Yeah, he forfeits, so probably was. Alright then, so, nice couple of battles. I'll sort out my Fire Z move and hit my top move set for next week. But yeah, let me know what you think to this. You know, a little bit of a change up. I really, really like this team. So you know, probably shouldn't be showing it to you. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys. You know, please like. You know, if you've got a moment, press that little like button. You know, share one of your comments, one of your thoughts with us. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and goodbye for now. I'll see you on Friday.